Welcome back, everyone. Another day, another stream. Today, we start the day with a beautiful Monday, perfect start into the week already. And I just wanted to talk about the fact that, when you never give up, you can never lose, right? When you never give up, you can never lose. And I know for certain that in the beginning, in the early stages, no matter what you try out in life, you challenge a lot of difficulties along your way. But one more time, if you don't give up, you can't ever lose. And I think that's a really powerful time, or not time, but more of a mind frame that you can use, right? First of all, of course, you're going to adjust your time frame with it. But just for your own sake, for your own mental well-being, you understand, okay, learning, right? Failing is part of the equation. You can't make it big when you don't fail and fail and fail, because only through failure is where you will grow. Because when you do everything right, when every single day you show up and you do the right things and they work out exactly the way you thought, that means that you work with your full capacity. But it doesn't mean that what you're doing is growing, you're not growing with that. And for me, this mind frame really helped myself to understand, okay, so I want to grow, right? I know that right now I'm not the person that I want to be forever. I want to grow as a person. I want to become better with this aspect and this aspect, a lot of things that I want to work on. So in order to get there, I have to go through this period where I show up and I do mistakes and I do mistakes and I do mistakes. Because only through mistakes is where I learn the most. And I never thought about it. I thought when I do a mistake, I did it wrong, right? You did a mistake, you did it wrong. How you got learned it in school, right? But that is not the case. Back then that was a bad mind frame, because only through failure is where you grow the most. And I'm really, really happy currently to understand this type of thinking, right? Because quite honestly speaking, there's a lot of people that never try something because they are afraid to fail. What if that person sees me? What if that person is judging me? What if that happened? What if that happened? Guys, failing is cool. I'll be honest, everyone who's failing, everyone who's trying something and it doesn't work out, I'm proud of you. If no one told you, I'm proud of you, because it takes a lot of mental courage to say, okay, you're gonna expose yourself to the uncertainty, right? To the unknown. And when you do so, you grow. But of course, the first step is the hardest. So that is the most important for everyone ever, whatever you start with. Hi, how you doing, user? How you doing, miss? Welcome back, everyone. Sorry, I just got straight into the topic. Everyone who's new in here, I would highly appreciate if you just like the stream. On YouTube, you can give it a like. It's similar like a video. And on Twitch, you can leave a subscribe, sub. Yeah, I think sub is it called. So that time, that mental frame really helped me so much. So if you're currently thinking of starting something, but are afraid because you might you can maybe fail, well, don't worry about it. Don't worry about to fail. Guys, I failed so often, and I did the worst mistakes ever, and I learned from that. I'll be honest, I wouldn't do it any otherwise. I just wouldn't do it again and again, because literally through that failure is where I gained the most experience. The most return on investment was through that. And that was a really, really powerful tool for me to understand that, okay, wait, so maybe in that moment it looks like you're doing something wrong, but long-term vision, you're actually doing the right thing, right? You have to fail. You have to fail. And kind of recently, I think of it in that way. Imagine you're only 5 failures away from the biggest success you ever gotten in your life, from the amazing company you built, from the perfect product, from the viral video, from whatever your goal is. Imagine you're only 5 failures away. Now tell me one more time, how willing are you to fail right now? How willing are you to fail right now with this mental frame? Of course, you'll be like, yo, bring it on, you know? Give me more failures, because I'm literally only 5 failures away. But this is literally the case, guys. I started, before I always like only talk about my marketing agency when I talk about my businesses, right? So I started my own marketing agency with 17. But what you didn't know is that with 17, I also started creating not this YouTube channel, but another YouTube channel called Brain Self, where I started doing educational videos, I think with 17, 18, talking about mental health topics and so on. And not myself, but it was like a software that I used. So it was like kind of like writing the stories, on a whiteboard. So it was pretty cool, pretty funny. But that was the first time like me starting out on YouTube. Of course, I couldn't make a living out of it, so I rearranged, but I still did it, and I used to sell shoes. I used to like reselling shoes. I used to buy shoes or like clothing from designer brands and then sell them, resell them again. I used to do so many different type of businesses. I used to do sales. You know about marketing a lot. So there's so many different strategies that I tried out until I realized, okay, you know what? Like that might be working. Right now with the eyewear brand, that just makes so much sense, right? Tell me 5 years ago that the first business would not pay off. I'm like, yo, why should I even start? Like, why take the risk? Why invest every single thing that I have, getting all the doubts from people around me to not make it happen? And now another thing, every single business that I tried out, I got into it with the point of view, I will make this thing happen. Like that was the point of view. No matter what you do, and I think everyone should think like that. No matter what business and projects you work on, you want to make this as perfect as it can be. This is the way of working. Because if you're only in it for the money, you will lose. If you're only in it to make a quick buck and leave, you will lose. But if you're really in it to make it as perfect as it can be, right? With my eyewear brand, with now caps, with every single product that I launch, when I can make it as perfect as perfect as it can be, then how can I ever lose? Right? All I can do is learn, because the product is perfect. And same thing when you market something, when you want to be a content creator and you want to do videos, then make the videos as perfect as they can be. So you have no excuses to say after 1-2 years when it didn't work out, okay, it might be because of the video. No, you did your best. And that builds self-discipline and self-belief, my friends. How you doing, Angeli? Sorry guys, I was just in a flow, so I was just talking a lot. But yeah, I hope you understand what I actually meant by all of these frames, because I so often just didn't do anything, like didn't start the project. Also with my eyewear brand, I had the idea 2, 3, 4 years ago, with having an eyewear brand. Before that, I had the idea to have my own fashion brand, even longer, 5, 6, like a lot of years ago. But I was scared, You invest all your money into a drop. And then, imagine no one's buying it. So you're sitting on the drop. You need to pay for the storage, you need to pay for this. And then your company is gone because you make no money. So you can lose everything, but same thing, you can gain everything as well. It's not just the risk of losing, it is the risk of winning. And this is the most important thing to have in mind. Like, you can do it, right? It might be risky, yes. It might be hard, yes. But it is for sure worth it, especially if you're young. Because what you gain from it is experience. And no money in the world can buy you experience, right? No money in the world. And there's so much return on investment onto investing for experience. You can never believe it. Because in the end, guys, you have to understand your life is like a book, okay? Your life is like a book. You write your pages, right? And then the last page comes. So at the end of your life, you have to ask yourself, is this book, your book, worth reading? Is it? Because it's not just about how much money you had in your bank account. It's not about how fast your car was driving. It was not about how much your watches cost. No, none of that. It's about the experience. And we often miss out on that because all we focus on is money, money, money. But make sure that money is not to stack it up in your bank account. No, it's there for a tool. use it as a tool. Use it to get more experience. Use it to travel the world. Use it to help others. Use it to so many things. It's a tool. You can use it for almost everything. Money is a tool. And this mind frame is something that I recently thought about more often. You know, I mean, I'm a big fan of traveling always, but sometimes I'm just, you know, dialed in and I like, you know, keep on stacking everything. But like, is that the goal? No, it was never. So maybe, I don't know, maybe I could help someone with these frames of thinking. Maybe not. Either ways, I'm really happy to be able to share my thoughts with you all. And I've seen the feedback, and I just wanted to thank you all. And now on the left you can see my dream car. Everyone, my phone is about to die. I want to see you my dream car literally next to me, guys. Is that a sign or not? This is my dream car. I'll be honest, exactly like that. Even like the color. Can you see it? Even the color, chat. Even the color. I would take it like it is right now. This car, guys, this car, dream car. Literally, I'll be honest, guys, this is the dream car. And I'm sitting here right now next to my dream car, and I'm telling you, one day I'm gonna start a stream, I'm gonna do a YouTube video in that car, and it's mine. Done. Set in stone. Exactly same colorway, exactly same. Just me hopping into it and revving it all the way. Guys, I'll be honest, sky's the limit. Who do you think is gonna drive this car? Who? Like, someone worked for it, right? And like, we see these amazing cars, we see these amazing houses, we see it, right? Don't get me wrong, we see it everywhere. We see it on Instagram, we see it there. Guy, this guy is literally in front of me. I don't know, maybe getting his car right now into his home. So I'm like, how? Yeah, guess how? By working your butt off every single day and night. And same thing, I'm gonna do it. I will do it. And it's not just about the car, guys, don't get me wrong. That's just a little, you know, a little side effect of it. It's about the whole empire that you're gonna create, right? Because when you do your best every single day, the equation is just simply success, nothing else. And with that in my mind, of course, in the end, guys, you know me, I don't really care about none of these things. All I care about is making a name. All I care about is like making sure that my family's good, my friends are good, and that every single thing in my life is working out the way it should be. And that means living true to my potential. And that means doing all of the things that I always wanted to do. And that means helping others around me. So many more virtues, so many more things. So I'm really happy to be able to express myself in these ways. I always wanted to do so. Most of the time I express myself in my journal in that way, but that is hidden somewhere in a safe locker no one ever will get their hands on. But I think there's a lot of good things that you can take out of the frames that I'm thinking of, because I know that sometimes I feel so lost and I just watch other people thinking and like dwelling on their own certain situations in their life, and I learn from them. So if I could help anyone out with just sharing my thoughts, sometimes it is even really emotional for me because I'm just really open about what I go through in life. Sometimes it's as honest as right now, you know, be it visions, be it current states, be it the past. And I think a lot of people like appreciate it. You know, I don't need a comment for you to tell me that, but I know, because I can feel it. And it sounds weird maybe, but I can really feel that I might be helping someone with it. So therefore, of course, I want to expose myself and like show it. So I'm happy for that. And more to come, guys, more to come. All glories to God always. Without him, I'm no one. Without him, I wouldn't go anywhere. Okay, guys, this is today's stream, a little fast one. I hope you all enjoyed it. A little car talk, no music, just raw content, and I see you in the next video. Stay happy, stay grounded, and stay blessed.